Hi, this is Mark with Pacific Shores, and each week we like to pull some of the questions that come from family members, also from the actual clients, loved ones, and we answer them kind of on the fly, off the cuff, to make sure you are getting the legitimate answers as they come to you, so you can go ahead and process the information. Keep sending the questions, we're getting them. Actually, it's becoming overwhelming, which is fantastic because so many are coming every day or two, and I love this. So this one is more under the definition of spouses. So the question was, he's disappeared on me again. It's been 3 days and no one has seen him at all. Not his mom, his sister, no one knows where he is or who he's with. Part of me is like, oh awesome, this is typical. And the other part of me is sick with worry, wondering if he's okay or alive or anything. I hate this roller coaster of emotions this life has me on. How do I deal? First of all, you're not alone. I know a lot of the time when it's happening to us, we feel so alone, so isolated. Nobody understands. We don't know what to do. It's new to us. And so the first thing is to recognize, as weird as it sounds, this is pretty typical of addiction behavior, of a person that is active in the addiction. Again, it doesn't mean it's okay. When I make these broad claims of it's typical or it's part of it, it doesn't mean it's okay. It doesn't mean don't worry about it. It's just, first of all, the awareness and identifying, oh my gosh, okay, this is typical behavior. How do I take care of myself? Since I can't control the other individual, well, control is an illusion. We've talked about that before. I call it a state of delusion. The only thing I can control is my own self and how to process these emotions. So the first thing is recognizing, regardless of what they do, I need to start taking care of me. This is my healthy, selfish time to make sure I am working through my emotional state. And so how to deal with that disappearing act of the fear, the worry. First of all, there's an amazing book called The Worry-Free Life by Terry Sandbeck. It is huge. We've actually used it as some teaching methods here within our program, but it's fantastic. You can find it on Amazon. But basically it goes into the difference between worrying, which is not healthy, and concern, which is. And both are emotional states. One is this hopelessness of I have no control, I can't do anything, and it's like I forget who said it, but it's basically the difference between living 1,000 deaths repeatedly or just dying once emotionally. When I worry about something, I keep going over the traumatic experience and I play it again and again and again and again, and that's when I start to drown in the sea of emotion, as opposed to when it actually happens and the person disappears, of recognizing it, that it's emotions. And the questions that we ask ourselves is, hey, what do I have control over? Do I have control over what they're doing? No, I don't. I have control over of what I need to do to take care of myself. And so that awareness level is the first step, to identify that this is something that happens to a lot of different people. The second is, how do I get the help for this? Al-Anon is huge in this, to actually get a sponsor for yourself or a mentor, or have other people that have either been through this before and are on the other side. So we look at modeling, that have been through this and are on the other side, or that deal with this as a profession, even whether it's a therapist or like I said, a mentor or sponsor. And so this helps me, first of all, take it from internal to relieving and leaving and bringing it out inside, from inside to outside. When we take it outside, we're able to take that breath that, okay, I've now brought it outside. It's not eating me alive. I'm able to process my emotions. And then a lot of it is, what is it going to take for me to be safe and comfortable today with what's going on, regardless of what happens? And so a lot of that is starting to continue with my own life, letting them know, hey, when you're ready, I'm here, but I continue to live. So it's huge with kids. We still maintain with the children. We still work through what everyday life looks like. We'll probably have to circle back as more questions come up, because I definitely want to dive more into that, but I want to at least give you those 2 steps, which, again, to recap, is to be aware of it. And so knowing that it's not just me, it's actually something that happens to quite a few people, that helps alleviate a little bit of it. But then also of having people outside, such as mentor, sponsors, the case manager, or even family therapy if your loved one's at a center, or if they're just on the run, of setting some of those boundaries from within, of saying, here's what I need to take care of myself. We've even recommended with a few people to go ahead and to pack a bag and take an overnight or a weekend trip with you or a friend, so you can just go ahead and decompress and just get away from it all to process this, because a lot of the times it's just so heavy. I'm hoping that helps. I got a feeling we're gonna have to come back and revisit this one as we get more details, but wanted to at least get something out there for you immediately.